when you did get around to reading a script and you found you end up kissing your sister, did you think they'd maybe gone too far with this? Or was that, or did you think that was part of the film?
So the first time I read the script was at the table read. I hadn't read it up until the table read. So the table read, for people who don't know, is basically you get together at the start of a production or the start of a show, and everyone just sits around a table. The producers are usually out at this, at the sides of the table, and the actors and the director are usually there at the table. And you just read through the script and you see what it sounds like coming out of everyone's mouth. And so the first time I read the script was during the table read. And so so we get to the part where I make out my sister, and I think I turned beet red, and everyone was laughing and pointing at me, and Michelle was looking at me and pointing at me and laughing. And here's a story. The kid that showed up to read Scotty, because Meklowitz hadn't been cast yet.
All right.
The guy who showed up to read the role of Scotty was Colin Hanks. And he was initially cast as Scotty, but then I guess he backed out. He didn't want to do it for whatever reason, and so they had to scramble, and they found Scott Meklowitz. But so Colin Hanks was there, and he was the first. He was the first Scotty. He was really good, and I was really stoked about the prospects. And then once he stepped back, I started having kind of like a weird feeling, like maybe the support from the studio isn't there. And of course, I don't want to jump ahead, but after we got done shooting the film, DreamWorks did not support the film, and so it kind of started there. Once Colin Hanks stepped back and was like, "Nah, I'm all set." Because he had just done Orange County, I guess, and he didn't want to do like two kind of road trip comedies in a row, and I completely understood that. But once he stepped back, I was like, "Uh-oh, what are we doing? What are we getting into?"